Hi everyone, it's Yaroslav and Philosophy Man YouTube channel. In my previous videos, I said that I will not post on political topics at least for a while, and one of my previous podcasts is called Phenomenological Report on the Events. I think I should explain more about that. Uh, I was advised by few my different friends, few sources to record my thoughts on what is happening right now. That's quite difficult because, first of all, I cannot grasp fully what is happening in Ukraine right now. This war that has begun, it is the biggest political event probably since the crash of the Soviet Empire. Secondly, I'm still not in the right, I'd say, enough calm mood to make commentaries on that. Uh, I'm feeling uh, completely disorganized because of the events I'm a spectator to, and I started to work like a volunteer here, but I still do it more automatically, and 1 month is just not enough time to, as I said, fully grasp what is happening. As I said in my previous podcast, because of the scale of the events, I feel like a boat in the 9-point storm. I cannot influence anything in the process of the war, and I can only be a single witness to it. It is evident that my old life is mostly over. If and when I will return to my home, it will be a completely different city and completely different country and completely different life. I also tend to start estimate the militarism. I say first of all the culture of militarism. So the events of war, not particular for any side of the political conflict, but as the phenomenon of militarism. I estimate it differently. Since the 2014, I was interested in military history because there was a regional conflict in my country. But now I feel completely different about that. I am tired of the military history information, and I mostly pay attention only to the events that are important for me as an individual. And also, I switched my attention more to the humanitarian side of the events that are happening because I'm influenced, first of all, by the humanitarian side of this calamity that is happening. It is also quite impossible to continue to do some creative work. Even this podcast I am recording, I do it through enforcement of my spirit mostly, and uh, I do it not for the just to record my witness data, more for myself, if to speak honestly. I started to view even global things about the world differently. I'm now more interested in the humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan, in the political consequences of the conflicts in the different parts of the world, because now, well, I knew it from theory, but I didn't really know it, like know in Gutierrez stance or something, that all these crises, if not dealt with, they start to influence people in the around you and yourself. I started to esteem epistemology differently. Epistemology is a philosophical discipline that studies knowledge and perception of the surrounding world. Knowledge is more vital to myself. It's not just an archive of thick, thick volumes that are dead matter. Actually, knowledge saves lives, and knowledge is the only factor that can help you make the right decision. And in the situation of the crisis, right decision can save a life, yours, your relatives, friends, and so on. Also, I would like to say that I didn't. Expected that something will happen in the February, but I didn't expect it like that. That it will be so global. That it will, uh, frankly speaking, get to the Kiev, to the capital of our country. From one point of view, all my life has changed. From another point of view, I just feel I did not grasp it because I don't feel like I don't feel some grander spiritual things that are described in some greatest works of literature about war, like Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace. It's just part of life, though it is creepy how you begin to um, understand that there is a possibility that you will die in the nearest future, that the people around you die, and there are bombings, and there are marauders, gangsters, and so on. So this just doesn't fit in my head, uh, but it is. Thank you for your attention. Sorry if it was somewhat messy. I'm still messed up myself. Goodbye.